on myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day-to-day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on display. What is wrong?
It's Gurley Power. It's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Jets. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Down. 60 outlaw. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Come. Fire.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Jennings has it. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. Become a little more into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Man, 80. Hey, switch gears. Yo, 80. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Yo, 80. Check nickel.
They'll try the left side. Goodson, and a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check right. Man, 80.
Darnold on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Back. Check 3.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready? 6-6, pull it high. Coming.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and Anderson's got it. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A shotgun throw for Stick. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 5 catches, 62 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now they are going for it. Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Back to throw, Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead. And, man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stick looks to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stick back to pass. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
60 outlaw.
Off play action, it's Stick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gary Jennings, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them the lead, and they feel really good about how.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That's taken in by Callaway. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 1st and 10, Stick. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Stick. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And the the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Darnold now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
No gain. On the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Stick looking to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Stick. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd and 11 now. Stick. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun throw for Stick. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stick. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stick from the gun. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Stick to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game. And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Protein spill. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll try the right side with Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Check safety, check safety. Shoot. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got an open man, he completes it to Callaway. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll run on the draw. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Stick back to pass. This is caught.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail.
It's Gurley power. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Jets. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Go now. 60 or. Squeeze, double. Get it. Go.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 18 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll run on first down. McKinney. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now, Goodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen, and I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Goodson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Haywood!
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Stick. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Stick looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He'll return it from the 6. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, Goodson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Darnold's throw on the money to Anderson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Go now. 50, plant. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Ready?
First and 10, Stick. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. Third down, they'll throw with Stick. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Stick looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Stick looks to throw it again. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Undercrunch. Now, lady.
They'll run on first down. Goodson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. A shotgun throw for Stick. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 50s. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Goodson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, this is Callaway on the receiving end, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. They'll run on first down. Goodson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 out there.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback. In their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. On first down, Goodson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From just shy of midfield, Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Darnold now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. It's now third down and 9 yards to go. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stick stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run on first down. Goodson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Flush to his right. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson, and he's got Rome. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Now Stick. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Stick back to pass. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Stick looks to throw, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Stick from the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll throw on second down his Stick, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And New York set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
58 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. We're ready.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Here we go.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Throw complete to Herndon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Darnold from the gun. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-2.